welcome to my vlog. Today we're learning about astronomy. Episode 1, Solar System. It all starts out a lot of time. During 4.5 billion years ago, the gravity pulls the solar nebula to ignite it to form the sun. As soon as its formation of the solar system, rocks join to form the planets today. Through this process, the solar system came to existence, and we now call as home. We have to start out the first planet. The first planet is Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet, but it's hot at the day, very hot, and very cold at the night. But here's a fun fact. It only takes 88 days to orbit around the sun. That's kind of fast, right? Next up, Venus. Venus is the second planet from the sun. It is very hot indeed. It's known as Earth's sister due to its same mass, size, and density. But here's a fun fact about Venus. It's the hottest planet in the solar system. Why? Because it has the thick atmosphere of clouds that the sun's rays gets absorbed by Venus and it cannot get out, making it super, super hot.
Like sun, I can feel it.
Next up, Earth, the third planet from the sun. This is where we live, called home. It's known as the Goldilocks planet. It's just right, not too hot, not too cold. During billions of years, it was due to a formation and life existed. Due to formation processes, it undergoes changes, making it life can exist. There's a major fact about Earth. It's known as the third planet, and why there's life? Because it has H2O or water. Next up, Mars, the fourth planet of the sun. It has 2 moons, small. And the Mars is red due to iron oxide and dust storms, causing it to spread as red color. Here's a fun fact about Mars. It's 2 moons caught from the asteroid belt. That's what we're going next. The asteroid belt is like a belt to protect from the colliding position. That's where Jupiter and Mars met this asteroid belt. It's keeping the terrestrial planets and the outer planets, the Jovian planets, getting too close to the sun to collide or somehow. The asteroid belt is where the meteors hit to Earth. But our moon will survive it. Let's go on. Next up, Jupiter, the 5th planet from the sun, known as the biggest planet in the solar system. Talking about that, the storm is known as the Great Red Spot, known as the strongest storm in this place, as known to be where all 5 hurricanes or all stronger hurricanes from this thing. Due to it, it has different major colors. But here's a fun fact about Jupiter. There are at least 67 moons. There are millions of moons, just not too many. Next up, Saturn. It's known as the 2nd largest, also a Jovian planet.
A gas giant or not?
It contains the famous rings of them. It has now more than moons. More moons. It's made out of gas, but the strongest hurricane is at the North Pole, where the strongest storms at least 5 hurricanes too. It's known for its famous. Here is the fun fact about Saturn. Here, it's rings made out of rocks, dust, and ice.
I say that.
Next up, Uranus. You can have a joke of this thing called Uranus, but this is not a joke day. Uranus is actually tilted sideways and rotates on its side. It's tilted at 98 degrees. It has 27 moons. Here's a fun fact of Uranus. It's the god of heaven. Next up, last of all, Neptune. Neptune is the 8th planet from the sun, known as the farthest and the coldest one, since it's very far to the sun. No any light rays cannot pass,
And there's no room.
so it's only taking 1% of its sun's light. Its gases are very frozen, and it has a gas surface. Here's a fun fact. Do you know Neptune has methane gases that gives it a light blue color, but it's very different. It has a hurricane. It's also like the Great Red Spot, but it's not red. Now it's almost to the end. You think you forgot something? Pluto. Pluto was actually a dwarf planet. We can discuss this next time as we visit. Has been. It's the very farthest, but describing as its planet. We'll talk about this next time. Bye-bye soon.
And see part